I'm going to show you a $847,000 mistake, not theory. Actual retirement account I watched disintegrate. High school teacher, 58 years old. Made one decision that banks call managing your cash flow. Cost her entire retirement. Sarah Jenkins taught chemistry in Portland for 32 years, earned $68,000 annually, had $340,000 in her 403B at age 52. Then came expenses. Mother's medical bills, daughter's wedding, a roof replacement. Nothing extravagant, just life. Her bank told her, don't liquidate retirement savings. That triggers taxes and penalties. Use credit for short-term needs. Your investments are earning 7 to 8% annually. Credit card is only 18.99%. Make minimum payments. Let your retirement compound. Sounded sophisticated. She was protecting her retirement, right? 6 years later, works 2 jobs. Her 403B has $287,000, down $53,000 despite contributing every year. Credit card debt, $43,000 across 4 cards. Minimum payments, $1,547 monthly. That's 27% of her take-home. Pay. Here's who profited. Chase earned $38,400 in interest. Capital One, $22,100. Bank of America, $18,900. Discover, $12,300. Total transferred from a teacher to banks, $91,700. She stopped contributing year 3. Couldn't afford it. The minimum payments consumed everything. At 58, she should have $520,000. She has $287,000. The gap, $233,000, represents her retirement stolen by Wall Street's revenue model. She'll work until 73, maybe longer. $287,000 generates roughly $11,500 annually in safe withdrawal. Add Social Security, she's at $32,000 yearly. She earned $68,000 and saved diligently for 3 decades. Drop a comment right now. Tell me, what's your credit card balance and what percentage of your paycheck goes to minimum payments? Be specific. The numbers you're afraid to say out loud are the numbers banks count on you ignoring. I read every single one. The mathematics, they don't want you calculating. An 18% APR credit card debt creates negative compounding that mathematically overwhelms positive compounding in your retirement accounts. Every year, $121 billion in credit card interest transfers from American households to banking institutions. I'm showing you 5 wealth destruction patterns, not theories. Forensic case studies with account statements, timeline progressions, and dollar amounts that track how consumer debt doesn't just delay retirement, it eliminates it. These patterns destroyed Sarah's retirement, bankrupted a radiologist earning $340,000 annually, reduced a couple from $680,000 in retirement savings to $190,000 and a bankruptcy filing at age 61. The first pattern, what I call reverse compounding capture, costs American workers $847 billion annually in lost retirement wealth. Most never feel it happening. That's by design. Credit card companies market minimum payments and manageable monthly amounts, while your 401k statement shows gains. What they don't show you is the comparison, what you're paying them versus what you're not contributing to yourself. Let's start with the mathematics. They built an entire industry on you never calculating. Pattern number 1, reverse compounding. Capture credit cards let you borrow against future income at 18 to 29% interest, while retirement accounts grow at 7 to 10%. Banks market this spread as flexibility. I call it systematic retirement destruction. You carry $20,000 in credit card debt at 21% APR. That's $4,200 annually in interest. $350 monthly, that vanishes. Meanwhile, you can't maximize your 401k because that $350 is gone. Your employer match? You're leaving it on the table. Financial advisors are commissioned salespeople with fancy titles. They'll tell you to keep contributing to retirement while carrying credit card debt. Why? Because they earn fees on your retirement account assets. They don't earn anything when you pay off debt. Your credit card balance doesn't show up on their AUM calculation. Here's how they market it. Don't let short-term expenses derail your long-term financial plan. Use credit for immediate needs. Your retirement is too important to interrupt with temporary setbacks. Translation: keep feeding us interest payments while sacrificing your actual retirement to maintain the appearance of retirement planning. The psychological hooks are brilliant. Hook number 1, the emergency justification. This is just temporary. I'll pay it off after my bonus. Banks know temporary debt becomes permanent for 67% of cardholders. Hook number 2, the investment illusion. My 401k is earning 8%. Why would I pull money out to pay 18% debt? Because you're not contributing new money while paying that 18%, which means you're earning 0% on the income servicing debt. Hook number 3, the minimum payment trap. I can afford $240 monthly. That $240 on a $12,000 balance at 19.99% will take 9.7 years and cost $16,000 total. They marketed affordable monthly payment, delivered a decade of wealth extraction. Hook number 4, the sophistication signal. Smart people use credit strategically. No. Sophisticated financial planning means understanding that minus 18% guaranteed cost overwhelms plus 10% uncertain gain every single time. Why do smart people fall for it? Because the pain is invisible and distributed. Your 401k statement shows gains. Your budget shows manageable payments. What you don't see is the comparison. What you'd have if those payments went to your future instead of their quarterly earnings. Meet Marcus Thompson, radiologist in Phoenix, age 44. Earned $340,000 annually, had $580,000 in retirement accounts. Maxing 401k, Roth IRA, 529 plans, perfect credit. Then life happened. Practice bought imaging equipment, $180,000 buy-in. Orthodontics, travel soccer, car died. HVAC failed. All reasonable expenses for $340,000 income. His financial advisor: don't liquidate investments. Markets are strong. Your portfolio returned 14% last year. Take a line of credit for equipment. Use credit cards. For other expenses, you're preserving your retirement compounding. Year 1, $580,000 in retirement. Took $180,000 line of credit at 7.5%. Put $35,000 on credit cards. Still maxing contributions. Portfolio up 12%. Year 3, reduced 401k contribution from $22,500 to $15,000. Needed cash flow for debt service. Credit cards at $61,000. Portfolio hit $740,000. Debt was under control. Year 5. Stopped 401k contributions entirely. Couldn't afford them. Debt service consuming $34,800 annually. Credit cards, $86,000. Retirement, $778,000. Purely from market returns, 0 new contributions. Year 6. Market correction. Portfolio dropped 18% to $638,000. Debt service, $37,500 annually. Credit cards, $94,000. Felt underwater for first time. Year 7. Pulled $100,000 from retirement. After taxes and penalties, $68,000 to debt. Retirement down to $538,000. Temporary relief. Year 12. Present. Marcus is 56. Retirement accounts, $634,000. Credit cards, $43,000. He's exhausted. Total wealth transfer. Interest paid, $345,000. Lost retirement compounding, $312,000. Total destruction, $657,000. Who profited? Banks collected $285,000 in interest. He lost $312,000 in opportunity cost. Net wealth transfer, $657,000 from a radiologist to financial institutions. Current reality. At 4% safe withdrawal, $25,360 annually. Add Social Security, $61,000 annual retirement income. He earned $340,000. Will retire on 18% of working income. The $657,000 gap transferred to lenders. 2 universes. Same person. Scenario A. Marcus's path. Maintain retirement contributions. Use debt. Total interest paid, $345,000. Ending retirement value, age 56. $634,000. Lifestyle reduction, 82% from working income. Scenario B, alternative. Stop contributions immediately, aggressively pay debt with cash flow. Debt-free in 3.5 years. Interest paid, $67,000. Years of 0 contributions, 4. Resume full contributions. Year 5, ending. Retirement value, age 56, $926,000. The gap, $292,000. Same person, same income, same expenses, same market. Interest saved, $278,000. Total wealth preservation, $570,000. Chase Bank collected their fees. Marcus works until 67 instead of 60. He paid for their quarterly earnings while destroying his own future. Pause. If this is making you angry, that's the point. This isn't about blaming Marcus. He did what banks, advisors, and financial media told him was sophisticated. Comment receipts. If you want me to expose how the 401k industry profits when you can't afford to contribute, Jennifer Martinez, administrative assistant, $52,000, needed $18,000 for sister's medical bills. Bank offered credit card at 19.99%. Manageable $380 monthly. She did the math. $380 times 94 months equals $35,720 total. Instead, took $20,000 loan against her 401k at 4.5%. Same $380 monthly for 60 months. Total, $22,800. Interest to herself. Saved $12,920. 5 years later, 401k. $156,000. Debt, $0. Marcus paid $345,000 in interest. Jennifer paid $2,800 to herself. She'll retire at 62. He's working till 67. The rules: never carry credit card debt while contributing to retirement. The negative arbitrage destroys you faster than investments save you. Wall Street profits when you focus on monthly cash flow instead of total cost. This is reverse compounding capture. $847 billion annually in lost retirement wealth. Pattern number 2. The minimum payment deception banks advertise minimum payment due as if it's a reasonable option. It's not. It's mathematically designed to maximize their interest extraction while creating the psychological feeling of managing your debt. $10,000 balance at 18.99% APR with 2% minimum payment will take 94 months to pay off and cost $8,931 in interest. Total paid, $18,931. You'll work for that credit card company for 7.8 years. They call it flexible payment options and manageable monthly amounts. I call it engineered lifetime debt servitude. Here's the marketing genius. They tell you the minimum payment amount. They don't tell you the timeline or total cost. Your statement shows balance, $10,000. Minimum payment. Due, $200. What they don't show, you'll pay for 7.8 years. Total cost, $18,931. Why? Because if you saw pay $200 monthly for 94 months, total cost $18,931, you'd realize you're being robbed. So they show only what's due this month. The psychological hooks. Hook number 1. The affordability illusion. $200. I can manage that. Yes, you can manage each payment. You can't manage the accumulation. Hook number 2. The progress illusion. You see the balance dropping $50 to $70 monthly and feel progress. You're making progress on principal at 1/4 the speed you're accumulating interest charges. Hook number 3. The responsibility theater. Making minimum payments feels responsible. You're keeping up with obligations. Translation: you're maximizing their profit while minimizing your wealth. Hook number 4. The refinance trap. After 18 months of payments, they offer you a credit limit increase. Congratulations! You qualify for $15,000 limit because you've proven you'll pay them forever. Robert and Linda Chin, both 47, combined $135,000 income, had $330,000 in retirement. 2016 to 2019 expenses: college, car accident, medical bills, home repairs, total $73,500. Financial advisor: don't touch retirement. Use credit for short-term needs. By age 47, $62,800 across 5 cards. Minimum payments, $1,342 monthly, 19% of take-home. Year 1, paid $16,124. Principal reduction, $2,700. Interest, $13,424. Year 3, paid $16,692. Balance grew to $65,100. Interest, $14,192. Year 6. Filed bankruptcy. Retirement, $383,000. Should have been $519,000. Lost $136,000. Total paid $98,400. Interest extracted $82,700. Result: deeper in debt after $98,400 in payments. Age 52, bankruptcy on record, credit destroyed. Lost $163,200 in lifetime retirement income. Two scenarios: minimum payments, $82,700 interest, bankruptcy, $136,000 retirement. Destroyed aggressive payments. Stop retirement contributions. $37,900 interest. Debt-free in 3.4 years. $73,000 more in retirement. No bankruptcy. Meanwhile, Marcus Johnson, UPS driver, earning $67,000, faced $38,000 credit card debt after wife's cancer treatment. His buddy: stop contributing, kill the debt. No financial advisor, just driver's seat math. Stopped 401k entirely, paid off debt in 38 months. Interest, $14,200, age 52 now. 401k, $187,000. Debt, $0. Compare to Robert and Linda, same age, $135,000 income. Retirement, $383,000 combined. Debt, bankruptcy. He earned half their income, zero debt versus bankruptcy. He was a UPS driver who listened to his buddy. They had a financial advisor. He did math in his truck. They followed professional advice. He's winning. Never make minimum payments expecting to escape debt. The math is designed to trap you permanently. If your minimum payment doesn't pay off debt in 36 months, you're funding perpetual interest payments. This is minimum payment deception. $121 billion annually. Pattern number 3, opportunity cost. Blindness banks and advisors separate your borrowing decisions from your investing decisions. They're not separate. Every dollar paying 18% interest is a dollar not earning 10% returns. That's a 28% annual spread compounded, destroying your retirement. The mechanism is psychological. Your credit card statement doesn't show what you're not saving. Your 401k statement doesn't show what you're paying in interest. The two accounts exist in separate mental boxes. Banks designed it that way. When you pay $500 monthly to service debt, you're not just losing $500. You're losing $500 plus what that $500 would become over 30 years invested. At 8% returns, $680,000. They call this managing multiple financial priorities. I call it watching your retirement burn while they collect the insurance. Payout. If your advisor charges 1%, fire them. They're stealing your retirement. If they told you to keep contributing while carrying credit card debt, they're incompetent or complicit. Either way, you're funding their business model with your future. Here's what they tell you: don't disrupt your retirement contributions. Time and market matters. Dollar cost averaging is powerful. If you stop contributing, you'll never restart. Translation: keep feeding the accounts I charge fees on while you separately enrich credit card companies. I profit from your retirement balance, not your debt payoff. The psychological warfare. Hook number 1. The employer match argument. You're leaving free money on the table. Yes, but you're paying 18% to borrow money while capturing 3% match. Net loss, 15%. Math doesn't care about psychology. Hook number 2. The lost time argument. You can't get these years back. True, you also can't get back the $50,000 you'll pay in credit card interest instead of investing. Hook number 3. The diversification delusion. You need to build retirement and manage current expenses. No, you need to stop hemorrhaging money before you build anything. You don't invest for retirement from a burning house. Hook number 4. The discipline. Myth. If you stop contributing, you'll never restart. Bullshit. People restart hard things all the time. You know what's harder? Restarting retirement at 58 after paying $200,000 in credit card interest. Meet Patricia Morrison, corporate attorney in Boston, age 39, earned $215,000, had $380,000 in retirement, maxing her 401k at $19,500, Roth IRA $6,000, taxable $30,000, total savings $55,500 yearly, partnership buy-in $220,000, financial advisor earning $3,800 annually from her accounts. Use debt. Your portfolio returned 18%. You're earning 18%, borrowing at 8.5%. That's positive arbitrage. Keep maximizing retirement. But expensive city life created shortfall. Post-tax income, $11,600 monthly after fixed expenses and contributions, minus $1,775. She used credit cards for the gap. Year 1, business line $218,000. Credit cards, $21,600. Year 3, line $209,000. Cards, $54,200. Interest, $11,924 annually. Year 5, partnership fell through. New job, $180,000. Line $198,000. Cards, $77,300. Debt service, $3,800 monthly. Year 7, borrowed $50,000 from 401k. After taxes/penalties, $35,000 to debt. Retirement, $538,000. Year 9, age 48. Debt management plan. Paying $4,200 monthly, debt-free at 54. Retirement, $487,000. Total wealth destruction, interest paid, $234,200. Lost investment compounding, $278,000. Total, $512,200. Her advisor earned $34,200 in fees while her net worth was destroyed. Without debt spiral, she'd have $799,000. Gap, $312,000. Lifetime retirement income lost, $374,400. Her advisor's advice cost her $608,600. His ROI to her, minus 1,475%. Two paths. Her path, $487,000 retirement, $252,200 debt, stress, until 54. Alternative, stop. Contributions, attack debt. Debt-free in 4 years, $799,500 retirement, $191,900 interest saved. She paid someone $34,200 to give advice that cost her $500,000. Meanwhile, David Kim, electrician, earning $78,000, got $45,000 inheritance. Advisor, invest it. Market returns beat your debt interest. His uncle from Korea, paid debt. Free man saves better than trapped man. David paid off $41,000 debt, put $4,000 in emergency fund. Debt-free at 41. Age 48. SEPIRA, $97,000. Emergency fund, $42,000. Debt, 0. Patricia, age 48, $225,000 income. Retirement, $487,000. Debt, $252,200. Net worth, $234,800. David's net worth, $139,000, $67,000 less income. She has MBA. He has GED. She'll work till 67. He'll retire at 60. Education didn't determine outcomes. Arithmetic did. The rules: never maintain investment contributions while carrying high-interest debt. The negative arbitrage destroys wealth faster than returns create it. Advisors profit when you maintain balances they charge fees on. Banks profit when you carry balances they charge interest on. This is opportunity cost blindness. Pattern number 4. The Retirement Contribution Reflex Financial Media and Advisors Program 1 response. Always maximize retirement contributions. Sacred, unquestioned. When you're carrying credit card debt, this reflex is financial suicide. From your first job, get the match, time and market, compound interest. All true, unless you're paying 22% on $35,000 in debt. Nobody in the financial ecosystem profits when you stop contributing to pay off debt. So nobody tells you to do it. Meet James and Rachel Stevens, both 43. Combined income, $156,000. 2 kids. Retirement accounts, $332,000 combined, contributing $21,000 annually, plus $7,000 match. 2017 to 2021 expenses, daughter's volleyball, son's basketball training, funeral costs, medical bills, home repairs, daughter's ACL surgery, total $67,600. Used credit cards. By age 43, $54,900 in debt. Across 6 cards. Minimum payments, $1,482 monthly. Annual interest, $12,078. But still contributing $21,000 annually to retirement. I asked James, why contribute $21,000 while paying $12,078 in interest? His response, we can't stop retirement savings. And what about the match? That's free money. Over 4 years. Retirement contributions, $84,000. Employer match, $28,000. Credit card interest, $21,600. Current debt, $54,900. If minimum payments from here, 9.8 more years to pay off, $103,479 additional interest. Total interest over full payoff, $125,079. They defended free money while paying $125,079 for it. Who profited? Credit card companies. $125,079. Financial advisor. $11,288 in fees. Total extraction, $139,727. Their benefit, $28,000 in matching. net loss, $111,727 ROI, minus 74.8%. Two scenarios, never stop contributing. Interest, $100,000 to $25,079. Debt until age 52. Point 8. Retirement, $682,000. Pause and attack. Stop contributions for 2 years. Debt-free in 19 months. Interest, $8,723. Resume, year 3. Retirement at 52. $658,000, only $24,000 less. Interest saved, $116,356. Freedom, 8.2 years earlier. By age 60, the pause and attack path has more money, $943,000 versus $891,000. They followed advice, paid $125,079 for the privilege. Tom Bradley, electrician, $71,000, different story. Credit card debt after divorce, $28,000. Stopped contributing, killed debt in 37 months. Interest, $6,847. Lost match during pause, $6,000. Interest saved versus minimums, $16,253. Net benefit, $10,253 plus debt-free 51 months earlier. Age 42, $87,000 in retirement, $0 debt. James and Rachel, age 43, $156,000 income, $332,000 retirement, $54,900 debt. Constant stress. He ignored expert advice. They followed it religiously. He'll retire early. They might not retire at all. The rules pattern 4 teaches never let retirement contribution reflex override credit card debt reality. The sacred rule of always contribute has an exception. When debt interest exceeds investment returns by 10+ percentage points. Always calculate net benefit. Employer match sounds free. It's not free when you're simultaneously paying double that amount in credit card interest to receive it. The financial services industry profits from your autopilot contributions. Your stress funds their revenue model. Your discipline destroys your wealth. This is called retirement contribution reflex. Keeps 44% of Americans contributing to retirement while simultaneously carrying credit card balances. But even if you break the contribution reflex, the warning you're ignoring will finish you anyway. Pattern number 5. The warning everyone ignores. Warren Buffett, don't borrow money at 18%. Simple, direct, obvious. Yet millions ignore it because credit card companies market debt as flexibility, while financial advisors market investments as discipline. The mechanism is pure mathematics that everyone refuses to calculate. Buffett's rule: never pay more in interest than you can reliably earn in returns. 18% interest cost versus 10% average stock return equals 8% annual guaranteed loss. 18% interest cost versus 7% average retirement return equals 11% annual guaranteed loss. 18% interest cost versus 4% safe bond return equals 14% annual guaranteed loss. You cannot invest your way out of high-interest debt. Mathematically impossible. The interest compounds faster than your returns. Every year you carry the balance, you lose ground. Here's what Wall Street doesn't want you calculating. If you have $30,000 in credit card debt, at 20%, APR. That's $6,000 annually in interest just to stay even. To net $6,000 after tax to pay that interest requires earning approximately $8,300 pre-tax, assuming 28% effective tax rate. So, you work to earn $8,300. Pay $2,300 in taxes. Send $6,000 to credit card companies. Net benefit to your life: zero. You worked for Visa. Do this for 10 years. You've earned $83,000 pre-tax, paid $23,000 in taxes, sent $60,000 to credit card companies, and still owe $30,000. You worked 2,000 plus hours over 10 years to transfer $60,000 to banking institutions while making zero progress on principal. Buffett calls this digging yourself deeper in. I call it indentured servitude with a FICO score. Let me show you why this keeps happening. Not stupidity. Incentives. Average cardholder balance: $6,501 average APR. 21.59% annual interest per customer. $1,404. Revolving credit customers: 87.9 million annual interest extraction. $123.4 billion. You're not a customer. You're a $1,404 annual revenue stream. Average interest collected per customer lifetime: $10,249 bank, or OI. 5,124% Buffett proved this during his famous bet. 2008 to 2017 results. S&P 500, 7.1% annually. Hedge funds, 2.2% annually. But a household carrying $30,000 debt at 18% while investing in either. Investing in index fund, returns 7.1%, debt cost minus 18%, net minus 10.9% annually. After 10 years, minus 48,117 net, worth paying off debt first. Debt eliminated year 1. Start investing year 2. After 10 years, plus $47,689 net worth, you beat sophisticated investment strategies by paying off debt first. Buffett proved this. Nobody listened, because banks market the opposite. Munger. It is remarkable how much advantage people get by trying to be consistently not stupid instead of trying to be very intelligent. Not stupid, pay off 18% debt before investing at 7%. Very intelligent, strategic debt management while maintaining investment discipline. Bogle. In investing, you get what you don't pay for. Costs matter. Debt interest is an 18% annual cost that compounds against you forever. I watched people smarter than me lose everything, not because of subprime mortgages, because they had $67,000 in credit card debt when layoffs came. Michael Barrett, Cornell grad, Intel, $142,000 income, $67,000 debt, $280,000 retirement. Laid off December 2008. Unemployment $1,800 monthly. Card minimums $1,400 monthly. Burn through $95,000 in retirement over 18 months. Bankruptcy, August 2010 with $37,000 left at age 53. Should have had $940,000. The $903,000 gap transferred to financial institutions or vanished in bankruptcy. Pattern 1. Reverse compounding. Capture Marcus paid $657,000 in lost wealth over 12 years, earning $340,000. Pattern 2. Minimum payment. Deception. Robert and Linda paid $82,700 in interest, ended in bankruptcy, lost $136,000 in retirement on $135,000 income. Pattern 3. Opportunity cost. Blindness. Patricia paid $234,200 in interest, while her advisor earned $34,200. His advice cost her $608,600. Pattern 4. Retirement contribution. Reflex, James and Rachel will pay $125,079 in interest to protect $28,000 in matching. Net loss, $97,079. Pattern 5. Buffett warning. Ignored, 87.9 million Americans carry credit card balances. Annual interest, $121 billion transferred to banks. Here's what destroys wealth in consumer debt. Not one pattern. All 5 working together, simultaneously. The truth nobody wants to hear. The alternative is arithmetic, not alchemy. Stop all retirement contributions. Attack debt with free cash flow. Resume investing when debt-free. Simple doesn't mean easy. Easy is ignoring the credit card statement. Simple is calculating what $800 monthly in interest payments costs over 30 years. $288,000 plus lost investment compounding equals $687,000 in lifetime wealth destroyed. You have 20 to 30 years until retirement, maybe 25 years of earnings left. Every year carrying $30,000 in credit card debt at 18%, you transfer $5,400 to financial institutions instead of your future. That compounds. Over 20 years, $108,000 in interest paid. If that was invested instead at 8%, $246,000 in your retirement total lifetime cost. $354,000. I'm not selling anything. No course, no affiliate links, no debt consolidation referral. Just showing you math because I've watched this movie 100 times. Ending never changes. Survivors pay off debt before investing. Victims chase investment returns while bleeding interest. They become case studies like Sarah, Marcus, Robert, Linda, Patricia, James, and Rachel. The machinery keeps running. Credit card applications arrive weekly. Financial advisors pitch balanced approach to debt and investing. CNBC discusses market opportunities. Banks advertise flexible financing. Meanwhile, fees keep compounding against you. Question is, are you paying them? The truth about credit card debt, it's designed to be permanent. The minimum payment is calibrated to maximize the bank's profit timeline while maintaining your psychological tolerance for manageable payments. Most people will ignore this because acknowledging it requires admitting they've been losing for years. Those people will work until 70 while funding banking executives' compensation packages. The few who act, stop contributing to retirement immediately, attack debt with religious intensity, resume investing debt-free, will retire comfortably while everyone else wonders what they did differently. That's not motivation, that's mathematics. Subscribe for more forensic analysis of wealth destruction. No predictions, no hot stocks, no guru magic. Just documented patterns, institutional incentives, and mathematics they don't want you calculating. Comment receipts if you want me to expose how target date funds charge you 0.75% to underperform index funds you could buy for 0.03%. Hit like if you're done funding banking executive compensation with your future. Your move.